Good morning, students. In this class, we will discuss about the solutions of partial differential equations and related problems. There are two types of partial differential equations. One is a linear partial differential equation and non-linear partial differential equations. Consider linear partial differential equation. The general form of linear partial differential equation is PP plus QQ equal to R, where small pq's are first order partial derivatives, that is p is dou z by dou x and small q is dou z by dou y. And capital P, capital Q, capital R are functions in terms of x, y, z. So it is called linear partial differential equation of first order. Now, such type of partial differential equation can be solved by using Lagrange's method. So we will have two methods. First one is method of grouping and another one is method of multipliers. Now coming to method of grouping. So here consider first of all Lagrange's equation, that is a PP plus QQ equal to R. It is a general form of first order linear partial differential equation. It is linear because P and Q having degree 1. Small p and small q are having degree 1. Suppose it is more than 1, then it will be called non-linear. So now it is linear. Now consider the auxiliary equations or Lagrange's subsidiary equations or Lagrange's auxiliary equation, or dx by p is dy by q dz by r. Now the variables can be separated any pair of the equations, then we get the solutions of the form u of xy equal to c1 and v of yz equal to c2. Here we have to obtain two different solutions by taking first and second term or second and third term or first and last term. The fractions to be equated to get the two different solutions, namely u of xy and v of yz, which will respectively gives the complete solution, which is in the form phi of uv equal to 0, where phi is arbitrary function. So only three steps. First step, you have to consider the partial differential equation. Second step, you have to consider the Lagrange's auxiliary equation. In third step, you have to obtain two different solutions by taking or separating any pair of two equations. Now problem. Solve the differential equation y square z p plus x square z q equal to y square x. Clearly this equation is in the form pp plus qq equal to r, where pq are in terms of xyz. Small q are small q are partial derivatives. The auxiliary equation or subsidiary equations are dx by p equal to dy by q equal to dz by r. Just replacing capital P, capital Q, capital R. Now consider first two fractions, that is dx by y square z equal to dy by x square z. Clearly here z get cancelled. Now cross multiplying on both sides. Now integrating on both sides, we will get x cube by 3 equal to y cube by 3 plus c1. Now taking the LCM as a 3 and 3 may be merged in c1. So thus we will have one of the solution, that is u is x cube minus y cube. Here 3c1 can be written as c1. Similarly, equating second and last term, that is dx by y square z equal to dy by dz by y square x. Clearly here y square get cancelled. Cross multiplying, we will get x dx is z dz. Now integrating on both sides, x integration is x square by 2, z integration is z square by 2. The integral constant is c2. Similarly, taking the LCM as 2, so 2 is merged in C2, thus we will have another solution, that is V. These two solutions constitutes the complete solution, which is in the form phi of uv equal to 0. It is the required complete solution, where phi is the arbitrary function. Now another sum, solve the partial differential equation p root x plus q root y equal to root z. So clearly this equation is in the form pp plus qq equal to r. So defining pqr, the Lagrange's auxiliary equation is considered, replacing capital P, capital Q, capital R. So considering first two fractions, that is dx by root x is dy by root y. Now integrating. Integral of x power n dx formula, x power n plus 1 by n plus 1. So using this formula and simplifying, 1 by 1 by 2 is 2. Now taking 2 as common, and c by 2 can be written as a c1, that is a c by 2 is written as a c1 because half is merged in c. It is one of the solution. From last two fractions, that is dy by root y is equal to dz by root z. So here also integrating on both sides, integral of 1 by root y. So integral of 1 by root y means integral of y power minus half dy. But integration for minus half is y power minus half plus 1 by minus half plus 1. So using the formula, integral of y power n dy is y power n plus 1 by n plus 1. Now integrating, we will get this one. 2 half can be measured in c, so that is c by 2 is replaced by c2, thus we will have another solution. Thus the complete solution constitutes these two solutions, that is u of xy and v of yz. The complete solution is taken as a phi of u v equal to 0. Just we have to replace u of u and v values, so which gives the required complete solution, where phi is arbitrary function. Now another problem, p tan x plus q tan y equal to tan z. So this is also in the same form, that is a pp plus qq equal to r. Considering same as above, we will get the complete solution as a phi of uv equal to 0, where u is a sin x by sin y and v is a sin y by sin z. And don't forget to take integral of part x dx is log of sin x. Integral of part y dy is log of sin y. Integral part z dz is log of sin z. Now log a plus log b is a log of ab. So using these hints, or log a minus log b is a log of a by b. Using these hints, these type of problems can be easily solved. Now second method is method of multipliers. So solving linear differential equations using method of multipliers. So here the given equation is a pp plus qq equal to r. Consider the Lagrange's equation, that is a dx by p equal to dy by q equal to dz by r. Here we have to choose the Lagrange's multipliers, that is LMN. Not necessarily constants. We can use as variable functions, so that these ratios are equated to a new ratio, that is LDX plus MDY plus NDZ upon LP plus MQ plus NR. If we choose LMN, so that LP plus MQ plus NR is 0, so anything upon 0, the numerator must and should be 0. So thus we will have LDX plus MDY plus NDZ equal to 0. On integrating this, we will get one of the solution, that is u of xyz equal to c1. So don't forget, here we have to form a new fraction, that is LDX plus MDY plus NDZ upon LP plus MQ plus NR, where MLN are Lagrange's multiplier. Necessarily not constants, they may be functions in terms of xyz. Similarly, otherwise get another solution like v of xyz equal to c2. It is an independent of the earlier one, that means the two functions u of xyz and v of xyz both are different. Thus these solutions gives the complete solution. It is in the form phi of uv equal to 0, where phi is arbitrary function. No problem. Suppose the given problem is solve x square into y minus z into p plus y square into z minus x into q equal to z square into x minus y. So first of all, we have to consider the Lagrange's equation, auxiliary equation. But here the method of grouping is not applicable, because while separating the equations, the variables cannot be separated. In such case, we have to use the method of multipliers. Here we have to choose multipliers where LMN are not necessarily constant. So here consider L as 1 by x square, M as 1 by y square, and N as 1 by z square. Now each fraction is equated to a new fraction, that is LDX plus MDY plus NDZ upon LP plus MQ plus NR. So choosing LP plus MQ plus NR, LMN as this one, but considering LP plus MQ plus NR, clearly we will get 0. So thus we will have the numerator must and should be 0 by fraction property. The numerator must and should be 0, that is LDX plus MDY plus NDZ equal to 0. Now integrating on both sides, integration for 1 by x square is minus 1 by x. Integral of 1 by y square is minus 1 by y. Integral of 1 by z square is minus 1 by z equal to integral 0 is c. Now taking out common as minus, now take it to the right hand side, it will be minus c can be written as c1. So comparing with u of xyz equal to c1, so u of xyz is 1. So where u of xyz is 1 by x plus 1 by y plus 1 by z. It is one of the solution. Now choosing multipliers as L is 1 by x, M is 1 by y, N is 1 by z. Now each fraction is equated to 1 by x dx plus 1 by y dy plus 1 by z dz. So considering LP plus MQ plus NR, so clearly the value becomes 0. So thus the numerator must should be 0. 1 by x plus 1 by x dx plus 1 by y dy plus 1 by z dz equal to 0. Now integrating on both sides, integration for 1 by x with respect to x is log x, integration for 1 by y with respect to y is log y, integration for 1 by z with respect to z is log z. The integral 0 is a constant, the constant can be taken as a log c2. Now log a plus log b plus log c is log of abc, that is log of xyz equal to log of c2, applying anti-log on both sides. So we will get xyz equal to c2. Now comparing with this, v of xyz equal to c2. So here v of xyz is xyz. It is another solution. So thus we will have two solutions. One is u of xyz and another one is v of xyz. These two solutions constitutes the required complete solution or general solution or complete integral, that is phi of uv equal to 0. So it is the required complete solution. Let us see another problem related to linear partial differential equation applying method of multipliers. Now given problem is the auxiliary equations or subsidiary equations or Lagrange's auxiliary equation. So which are given by dx by p equal to dy by q equal to dz by r, where capital P, capital Q, capital R are functions of x, y, z. So just comparing the given sum with pp plus qq equal to r. So defining capital P, capital Q, capital R and replacing these pqr. Now, any two equations considered but the variables cannot be separated. So we can't apply method of grouping, so that we have to apply method of multipliers. So in this method we have to choose multipliers. So here to get the two different solutions we can choose the two different multipliers, like xyz is one of the type and another multiplier is 1 by x minus 1 by y minus 1 by z. Now each fraction, the given fractions are equated to the new two fractions, that is x dx plus y dy plus z dz whole upon 0. Similarly, choosing another Lagrange's multipliers, that is 1 by x dx minus 1 by y dy minus 1 by z dz upon 0, because here the denominators LP plus MQ plus NR is equal to 0. What are element here? L is x, y, x, y, M is y, N is z. Similarly, here L is 1 by x, M is 1 minus 1 by y, and N is minus 1 by z. So clearly denominator values becomes 0. By fraction property, we will have the numerator must should be 0. That is x dx plus y dy plus z dz equal to 0. So here also for fraction rule, we will have the numerator must should be 0. Now integrating on both sides, we will get the two different solutions. These two different solutions constitutes the complete solution. The complete solution is phi of uv equal to 0. That is a phi of x square plus y square plus z square comma v is x by yz. So using the formula log a minus log b minus log c is log of a by bc, because minus is taking out from these two terms. Minus of log y plus log z can be written as minus of log yz. Log x minus log yz is a log of x by yz. Applying anti-log on both sides, the solution is compared with v of x by z equal to c2. So thus we will have v of x by z is the left side expression, that is x by yz. Now non-linear partial differential equations. A partial differential equation which involves the first order partial derivatives p and q with a degree higher than 1, and the products of p and q is called non-linear partial differential equations. So nonlinear partial differential equation means equation must and should involves the first order partial derivatives but the degree is higher than 1. Whenever the degree is higher than 1, then it is called non-linear. Suppose the degree is 1, then it is called linear. So to solve non-linear partial DEs, we have 6 types. Nonlinear partial differential equations. A partial differential equation which involves first order partial derivatives p and q with degree higher than 1 and the products of p and q is called nonlinear partial differential equation. So that means the equation must and should involves the first order partial derivatives p and q and the products of p and q, that is the terms like pq, p square, q square, pq, q cube, like those terms may be involved, but the degree must and should be more than 1. Such a type of partial differential equations are called non-linear. Suppose the equations having only p and q and degree is 1, then it is called linear partial differential equation. Here the degree is more than 1 and the terms containing products, that is products of p and q, so that the given partial DE is called non-linear partial differential equation. To solve non-linear partial differential equations, we have six types. The first type is f of pq equal to 0. That is the equation contained only p comma q. Second type is equation involving p, q, z. So here extra one is z. Third type is f1 of xp is equal to f2 of y comma q. That is p comma x are separated with q comma y. The third type is also known as variable separable. Type 4 is Clairaut's form. The Clairaut's form is given by z equal to px plus qy plus f of pq. Type 5 equations reducible to the standard forms, that is a type 1, type 2, type 3. That is a type 5. So equations is in the form small f of x power m p comma y power n q equal to 0, or f1 of p z power n comma q z power n equal to 0, or f1 of x p z power n equal to f2 of y comma q z power n. These type of equations are transformed to type 1 or type 2 or type 3 by using the substitutions. So type 5 is equations reducible to standard forms, that is type 1, either type 2 or type 3. Now, type 6 is Charpit's method. These are the types which are related to non-linear partial differential equation. So once again, non-linear means equations involving the partial derivatives p and q and having degree more than 1 and the terms containing products of p and q. So such type of partial DEs are called non-linear partial DEs. Now coming to standard form 1 or type 1. The type 1 is f of p comma q equal to 0. That is, equation contains only p and q. In this method, first we have to define the complete solution, which is given by z equal to ax plus by plus c. Now, differentiating partially with respect to x and with respect to y to this equation, so we will have p is dou z by dou x is a and q is dou z by dou y is b. These are the partial derivatives. These are substituted in the given equation. So thus we will have f of a comma b equal to 0. Now in this equation we have to write b in terms of a, that is b is equal phi of a. Now this value of b is substituted in second equation. So we will get the complete solution. The complete solution is z equal to ax plus by plus ax plus phi of a into y plus c is the required complete solution. Once again, the first step is a given equation which contains only p and q. Equation containing only p and q. The solution is, first of all we have to take in the complete solution is z equal to ax plus by plus c, where the partial derivatives are p is dou z by dou x equal to a and q is dou z by dou y equal to b. These two solutions are replaced in the given equation, that is p equal to a and q equal to b. So thus we will have a new equation having a b's. From this equation we have to obtain b in terms of a, and then we have to replace b value in the complete solution, which gives the required complete solution, that is z equal to ax plus phi of a. ax plus phi of a into y plus c is the required complete solution. No problem. Solve the partial differential equation root p plus root q equal to 1. Clearly, the given equation contains only p and q. So, the given partial differential equation is related to type 1 because it involving only p and q. The equation is in the form f of p comma q equal to 0. So here we have to define the complete solution. The complete solution is z equal to ax plus by plus c. Now computing the two partial derivatives, that is p and q, dou z by dou x, dou z by dou y. So differentiating partially with respect to x, we will have ax derivative is a, by derivative 0, c derivative 0. Similarly, q equal to dou z by dou y. Differentiating partially with respect to y, we will have ax derivative 0, by derivative b and c derivative 0. These are partial derivatives of p and q. These values are substituted in the given equation. Thus, we will have root a plus root b equal to 1. Now, writing b in terms of a, that is root b equal to 1 minus root a. Now, squaring on both sides, we will get b equal to 1 minus root a whole square. Now, substituting this value of b in the complete solution, which gives the required complete solution. So, thus we will have z equal to ax plus by, but what is b here? 1 minus root a whole square into y plus c. So it is the required complete solution. So just we have to take the complete solution, replacing the p equal to a and q equal to b. We will obtain a new equation in terms of a and b. Just we have to write b in terms of a, and we have to substitute the value of b in the complete solution, which gives the required complete solution. Another problem, solve the partial dE. P square plus q square is npq. Given equation contains only p and q, n is constant here. So that the given equation is called partial differential equation having degree 2 because it is known as a non-linear. Since it contains only p and q, the problem is related to type 1 or standard form 1. So here we have to define the complete solution. The complete solution is z equal to ax plus by plus c. The partial derivative values are p is a and q is b. Replacing these values, we will obtain a new equation involving ab's. This equation is a quadratic equation in b. So we will have a quadratic equation ax, that is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, and we know that the roots of or zeros of quadratic equation is x is a minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Here b square minus 4ac is known as a discriminant. So using that one, so we will compute the value of b. So b is na plus or minus root of n square a square minus 4a square upon 2. Now it is the value of b in terms of a. Now replacing this value of b in the complete solution, which gives the required complete solution. So here the quadratic equation in b is compared with ab square plus bb plus c equal to 0. What is small a value here? 1. B value is minus na and c value is a square. The roots are minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So it is the required complete solution. Now standard form 2 or type 2. Equation of the form f of z pq equal to 0. That is equation containing pqz. That means equation does not containing x and y. Working rule. Let us assume a tentative solution, that is z equal to phi of u. What is u here? X plus ay. Now, partial derivatives p is dou z by dou x. It can be written as dz by du into dou u by dou x using chain rule. That is dz by du into dou u by dou x value is 1. That is dz by du. P value is dz by du and q is dou z by dou y. It can be written as dz by du into dou u by dou y. But dou u by dou y value is a. Differentiating u partially with respect to y, we will have a. So these values must and should be remembered, that is p is dz by du and q is a into dz by du. Substituting pq values, that is p is dz by du and q is a dz by du in the given equation, the resulting equation is a ordinary differential equation in terms of z and u. And we have to solve the ordinary differential equation to get z in terms of u, that is z equal to function of u, but u is replaced with x plus ay. At the end of the solution, don't forget to replace u as x plus ay. Once again, just a few steps to solve the second type of the equation of the form f of z pq equal to 0. That means the equation does not involve any x and y. Here also we have to take the complete solution, that is z equal to phi of u, where u is x plus ay. And we have to remember these two values, that is p is dz by du and q is dz by du into a. Just we have to replace these values in the given partial differential equation, and then we have to solve the ordinary differential equation for z and u. So we have to get z in terms of u, and at the end of the solution we have to replace u as x plus ay. It gives the required complete solution. Example, the problem is solve q square is z square p square into 1 minus p square. Given equation. Now let z equal to f of u, that is x plus ay, f of x plus ay be the complete solution of this equation. First of all, here the equation involving higher than degree 1, it is called a non-linear, and the equation involving only p, q, z, the problem is related to which type? First type or third type or fourth type or fifth or sixth? Second type, because equation involving only p, q, z and having degree more than 1. So problem is related to non-linear partial DE of second type. Solution is z equal to f of x plus ay. But u is x plus ay here. Now partial derivatives are p is dz by du and q is a into dz by du. These values are replaced in the given equation, and we will get a ordinary differential equation. It can be solved for z and u. Clearly dz by du whole square, dz by du whole square get cancelled. Now on separating variables, so separating variables here, z upon root of z square minus a square dz is equal to du. Now integrating on both sides, just multiply with 2 and divide with 2. We will have formula integral of f dash of z by root of f of z dz is 2 root f of z. Just here 2 get cancelled. That is root of z square minus a square is u plus c. It is the value of z in terms of u, but we have to replace u as x plus ay. At the end of the solution, we have to replace z as u as x plus ay. The last obtained equation must and should have the two arbitrary constants a and c. And z depends upon these two values, that is x and y. Z is a dependent variable, x, y are two independent variables. AC's are arbitrary constants or integral constants. So if we take this sum also, equation contains p, q, z. It is also the problem related to standard form 2. Solving this equation like as above, same as above. Just we have to remember in second type these two values, that is p is dz by du and q is a into dz by du. These values are replaced in the given equation, and then variables are separated to get z in terms of u. At the end of the solution, we have to replace x plus ay. So easily we get the required complete solution in second type. Standard form 3 or type 3. So this is also known as a variable separable method. Equation in the form f1 of xp is equal to f2 of yq. That means the terms containing p and x are can be separated from those containing y and q. So to apply type 3, the p and x are must and should be separated with q and y. Then only type 3 is possible. So here also to get the solution, so we will have first step which is equated to a constant and solving for p and q values. The p and q values are substituted in dz equal to p dx plus q dy, and integrating on both sides we will get complete solution. Just a few steps we will get the complete solution of the given non-linear partial differential equation. Problem: solve the partial differential equation py cube plus qx square equal to 0 by method of separation of variables. So here the given equation py cube is equal to minus qx square. That means positive qx square, take it to the right hand side, it will be negative qx square. And p q are separated, like p and x are quietly separated with q and y, like this. That is, just taking cross multiplication, p by x square is equal to negative q upon y cube. So px is quietly separated with q and y. The equation is equated to an arbitrary constant a. Now p by x square equal to a, which implies p equal to ax square, and minus q by y cube equal to a, which implies q is negative a y cube. Now dz, what is the dz here? P dx plus a q dy. Just replacing these values. Don't forget, we have to write p q's are in terms of x and y. And then we have to replace in this equation, that is a dz equal to ax square dx minus a y cube dy. Now integrating on both sides, we will get z value, that is a x cube by 3 minus a y cube. Y cube integration is y power 4 by 4 plus c. It is the required complete solution. So easiest method, just we have to separate p and x separated with q and y. So given equation x square p square plus y square q square equal to 1. Clearly equation having degree more than 1, p and q are having more than 1, so it is called non-linear. Equation involves p, q, x, y, so it is a type 3, because here p and x is quietly separated with q and y. Just take it to the term y square q square, and to the left right hand side it will be negative y square q square. The equality is equated to a constant, let it be a. So p square q x square is a, and like 1 minus y square q square is a. So p square is a by x square, p is root a by x, similarly q is root of 1 minus a by y. These two values are replaced in dz, but what is the formula of dz? Dz is p dx plus q dy. Just we have to replace these values, p and q values. Now the equation is happy because it is ready to integrate. Now integrating on both sides, root a is constant, 1 by x integration is log x, root of 1 minus a is constant, 1 by y integration is log y, integral constant should be c. Integral dz, integration differentiation get cancelled, we will have z. It is the required complete integral or complete solution or general solution. Don't forget these steps. Just we have to separate p and x is quietly separated with q and y. Solve the two equations separately. That means solving means we have to obtain pq's in terms of ax, p is in terms of ax, and q is in terms of ay. These values are replaced in the equation dz equal to p dx plus q dy. And then integrating, we will get the complete integral. Once again, 4 steps. Given equation, p and x are quietly separated with q and y, and which are equated to a arbitrary constant or a constant a. Solve the equations for p and q values, that is p and q are obtained in terms of ax and ay, and then substitute in p and q values in the equation z equal to p dx plus q dy, and solve the equation. We will get the required complete solution. Now standard form 4 or type 4 Clairaut's form. So it is important one, and it is easiest one. The Clairaut's form. The Clairaut's form general form is z equal to px plus qy plus f of p comma q. It is called Clairaut's form or Clairaut's form. The complete solution be z equal to ax plus by plus c. Now p is a dou z by dou x, differentiating partially with respect to x, we will have a, and q is a dou z by dou y equal to b. These two values are substituted in the given equation. So thus we will have a complete solution. It is the complete solution of the given partial differential equation. So easiest one, just we have to take the given equation, and then we have to replace p as a and q as b, which gives the required complete solution. Just we have to remember these two. That is z is px plus qy plus f of p comma q is the Clairaut's form equation, and whose complete solution is z equal to ax plus by plus f of a comma b, which is obtained just by replacing p as a and q as b. Problem: z equal to px plus qy plus root of p square plus q square plus 1. Problem is solve z equal to px plus qy plus root of p square plus q square plus 1. So here the given sum is compared with z equal to px plus qy plus f of p comma q. It is known as Clairaut's form equation. The complete solution is z equal to ax plus by plus f of a comma b is the complete solution. So here P is dou z by dou x is A and Q is dou z by dou y is B. Just we have to replace these values of P and Q in the given equation, which gives the required complete solution. That is Z is Ax plus By plus root of A square plus B square plus 1. So simplest one. Just looking the question, then we will say the answer. The problem is z equal to px plus qy plus 2 into root of p comma q. The complete solution is z equal to ax plus by plus 2 into root of a comma b, ab. Just we have to replace p as a and q as b. Another sum, p plus q into z minus px minus qy is 1. First of all, we have to reduce the given equation into the standard form of Clairaut form. That is z equal to px plus qy plus phi of f of p comma q. For this, p plus q is related to the right hand side. It will be 1 by p plus q. Negative px, negative qy also related to the right hand side. It will be positive px and positive qy. Thus the equation becomes z equal to px plus qy plus 1 by p plus q. Now to get complete solution, just we have to replace p as a and q as b. So thus we will get the complete solution. So easiest one, don't forget the Clairaut's form equation. Z equal to px plus qy plus f of p comma q. Complete solution is obtained by replacing p equal to a and q equal to b. It is the complete solution. That is z equal to ax plus by plus f of a comma b. Equations reducible to standard form, that is type 5. Equation of the form f of x power mp comma y power mq equal to 0, where m and n are constants. In this case, we will have two cases. That means when m not equal to 1, n not equal to 1, first case, m equal to 1 and n equal to 1 is the second case. In first case, we have to put x is x power 1 minus m and y is y power 1 minus n. And these partial derivative values, p is dou z by dou x, dou z upon dou capital X by dou small x. But dou z by dou capital X is capital P. Dou capital X by dou small x, differentiating this one with respect to x partially, we will get 1 minus m into x power minus m. Now we will have x power m into p. Just we have to take x power minus m as 1 by x power m and cross multiplying, we will get this one. Similarly, same as above, that is q is a dou z by dou y. So we will get the another equation, y power n q is a capital Q into 1 minus n. These values we have to remember whenever m not equal to 1 and n not equal to 1, and substitution values also we have to remember. Don't forget these values, that is capital X is x power 1 minus m, not m minus 1. Capital Y is y power 1 minus n, not n minus 1. 1 minus n. So remember these values. These values are substituted in the given equation and simplifying. Thus we will get the new equation is in the form f of capital P capital Q equal to 0. That means the type 5 equation becomes a type 1. So type 5 is reduces to type 1. And then we have to solve same as in type 1. Just we have to replace in last, we have to replace capital X as x power 1 minus m and capital Y in place of capital Y, we have to replace y power 1 minus n, which gives the required complete solution. Whenever m equal to 1 and n equal to 1. So here we have to take the substitution as capital X as log x and capital Y is log y. So just taking the partial derivative same as above, we have to remember these values, that is a px is capital P and small q is capital Q. So substituting these values, we will get the new equation, that is f of p comma q equal to 0. It is nothing but type 1 or standard form 1. Equations of the type f of x power mp, y power nq, comma z equal to 0 are these type of equations can also reduces to the type 2. Just by taking the same substitution as above, these substitutions can be made when m not equal to 1, n not equal to 1, and m equal to 1 and n equal to 1. Now, equations of the type f of p z power n comma q z power n equal to 0. To reduce these type equations to the standard forms 1, 2, 3, we have to take the substitutions like z as z power n plus 1 whenever n not equal. not equal to minus 1. Z is z power n plus 1 whenever n is not equal to minus 1, and Z is log z whenever n equal to minus 1. These values have to substitute in the given equation to transform the equation into the standard forms 1, to reduce the above equation into the standard form f of p comma q equal to 0. That is the equation of the type f of x p z power n equal to g of y q z power n, where n is constant. So to reduce this equation, we have to substitute the same as above, that is z is z power n plus 1 whenever n is not equal to minus 1, and z is log z whenever n equal to minus 1. Don't forget these substitution. So to reduce the equation into the standard form 1, just we have to take like this. Problem: solve x square by p plus y square by q equal to z. This equation can also be written as x power minus 2p whole power minus 1 plus y power minus 2q whole power minus 1 equal to z. Now this is look like f of x power mp plus x power mp comma y power mq comma z equal to 0. Here what is m here? M value minus 2 and n is minus 2. Now substitution is capital X is x power 1 minus m and capital Y is y power 1 minus n, because here m not equal to 1, n not equal to 1. Suppose mn values are 1s, then we have to take capital X as log x and capital Y as log y. So here we have to take x is x power 1 minus m and capital Y is y power 1 minus n. Replacing m value, n value, we will get x cube, y cube as new values, that is capital X and capital Y. So replacing these values in the given equation, substituted. So equation 1 becomes like this. Now the looking this equation, second equation, it is clearly a new equation in terms of PQZ. If the equation involving PQZ, then it is known as type 2. So in type 2 of the form f of pqz equal to 0, here we have to take the complete solution, that is defined as z equal to some f of u or g of u or z of u or h of u. So here we will take here z equal to g of u. What is u here? U is x plus ay. Don't use small x small y. Here we have to use capital letters capital X and capital Y. Now p is dz by du and q is capital Q is a into dz by du. These values are replaced because here we are doing the procedure same as in type 2, because the new equation involves capital P's capital Q's. P value is dz by du and capital Q value, not small q value, capital Q value is a into dz by du. So replacing these values, so thus we will have ordinary dE in terms of z and u. Z is a dependent, u is independent. We have to solve this equation by the use of separation of variables. Just we have to separate the variables, that is z variables are quietly separated with u variables. Just we have to take the integration with respect to z on left hand side and with respect to u on right hand side, which gives the required complete solution. At the end of the solution, don't forget to replace u. U is nothing but capital X plus a into capital Y. And what is a capital X here? So capital X is a small x cube and capital Y is small y cube. So these values are replaced, which gives the required complete solution. So just we have to replace u as capital X plus a into capital Y, and capital X is a small x cube and capital Y is a small y cube, which gives the required complete solution. So another sum, given sum, equation can be written as like this, comparing with this. Here mn values are n, it is a just a mistake here. So it is n value is 1 here. So mn here 1 values, so that capital X is log x and capital Y is log y, and p value is a px, q value is a qy. Substituting these values, we will have a new equation involving PQZ. That is, the equation is of the type second type. Here we have to assume the complete solution. Tentative solution is z equal to f of u, and u is capital X plus a into capital Y. So just we have to replace these values in the equation. Thus we will have a new equation in terms of z and u. It is the ordinary dE, which is solved by using separation of variables. Variables are quietly separated, and then we will solve. So solving will get like this, and u is replaced with a capital X plus a into capital Y, and capital X is replaced with small log x, and capital Y is replaced with log y, which gives the required complete solution. problem, solve zp plus x whole square plus zq plus y whole square equal to 1, or the problem may be given as solve x plus pz whole square plus y plus qz whole square equal to 1. So clearly the given equation involves p, q, x, y and z, so that the equation is known as a problem related to type 5 or standard form 5. So here the problem is reduces to type 3 by taking the substitution, that is z equal to z power m plus 1. But what is m here? 1. So m is replaced with 1. So that is z equal to z square. Now computing the partial derivatives, that is a PQ values, capital P is a dou z by dou small x, but dou z by dou small x can be written as dou z by dou small z into dou small z by dou small x. But dou z by dou small z is z square derivative is 2z, but dou z by dou x is P. Similarly, QE is a dou capital Z by dou small y. It can be written as a dou capital Z by dou small z into dou small z by dou small y. So here we are writing using chain rule property. But dou z by dou small z value is a 2z and dou z by dou y value is a q. Now substituting these values in the given equation, thus the given equation becomes like this, because pz value is a capital P by 2 and qz value is a capital Q by 2. So replacing these values, we have a new equation in terms of p, q, x, y, that is capital letters of capital P, capital Q's and x, y's. So to get, so that means we are converting type 5 into type 3. Now to get the required complete solution, we have to separate p and x are separated with q and y. For this, the middle term related to the right hand side, it will be becomes a negative of q by 2 plus y whole square. Now, which is equated to a constant, let it be a. For my convenience, here I take a square. So you may be taken as a, no problem. So generally taken as a, here for our convenience taking a square as constant, no problem while choosing like this. Now equating first and last and equating second and last, we will get p in terms of a and x and q is in terms of a and y. These two values are substituted in the equation dz equal to pdx plus qdy, and then integrating on both sides we will get the required complete solution. So 2 into a constant, 1 integration is x, minus x integration is x square by 2, plus 2 into root of 1 minus a square is constant, 1 integration is y, minus y integration with respect to y is y square by 2, plus c is the integral constant. It is the required general solution or complete solution. Now, last method, Charpit's method. Last method is nothing but least one. It is important one, Charpit's method. Using this method, we can solve above 5 type of problems. So here just we have to remember the auxiliary equation. So it is auxiliary equation. We have to compute these partial derivatives. That is dou f by dou p means just while differentiating partially with respect to p, keep q as constant. So px derivative is x and qy derivative is q 0 minus pq derivative is minus q, that is negative dou f by dou p is minus of x minus q. Now dou f by dou q, differentiating f partially with respect to q. While differentiating partially with respect to q, keep p as constant. So px derivative is 0, qy derivative is in that y is constant, q derivative is 1, minus pq derivative is minus p. Just multiplying with minus, so thus we will have like this. And dou f by dou x, dou f by dou y, these are the partial derivatives of f with respect to x and y. While differentiating partially with respect to x, keep other variable terms as constant. So like this, we have to compute these partial derivatives on denominator, and we have to take last two terms. Solving this, that means integrating on both sides, we will get the solution p is aq. Just replacing the value of p equal to aq, or solving first equation and second equation. So we'll get like this, and substituting these values in dz equal to pdx plus qdy, and then integrating on both sides, we'll get the required complete solution.